Good morning, everybody, and this is your S&P 500 day trade setup for today. So before we kick off with the video, I just want to give you guys a bit of a warning here. So be very careful of the perma bears. So often when you see a fairly strong move, you see all the perma bears come out to predicting the market to fall to the ground, and everybody's going to lose everything, and no bank's going to recover, and blah blah blah. The reality is, when you start listening to those noisemakers, you start losing money. And I'm talking from experience here. Often got into situations where I couldn't see clear structure and panicked, and the fear of missing out hit me. And immediately what I did was started looking for noisemakers that were agreeing with what's happening, what I could see on the charts in real time. So if the market was falling, it was a perma bear as well, and trading with that trend to the downside, and I lost quite a bit of money by doing that. So be very careful. So that's why you'll see me sit on the sidelines quite often, waiting for clear structure before getting in. Anyway, that's just enough of the warning. So I did point this out on Telegram channel. For those of you that didn't see that on the Telegram channel, suggest you subscribe to it. The link is in the description below. But this was the structure that I saw. You can see trend line here. And remember, these trend lines are not exact science, so we did dip below it, but we rejected it pretty solidly. So you can see from there to there to there, and it was 3 touches, which is more than good enough for me. What interests me about this trend line is we had a close below it and then a bounce above it, so we didn't find structure on it again. You can see we sort of tried there. That didn't quite get there either, and basically that didn't get there. So for me, it was worthy of a trade to the upside. I have taken some off. Let's just get to the 8 hour to explain why. You can see where price is. Look at the left here. There is some structure here. So it wouldn't surprise me to see sort of a little bit of a pullback here and then a move back. So anyway, stop us to entry on this. Got in at 43.40 and took some profit at 43.85. So that for me, that's 400 pips, 400 points profit, which I'll take that any day of the week. Okay, so what's going to happen? Could be a V reversal. Very true. You can see what happened the last time we were down at this trend line. We broke below it and then got a V reversal. Only difference there was that we had the 155 EMA here. Look where the oscillators were. Look where the oscillators are at the moment. So pay attention to this area. It is looking fairly interesting. Remember, we've got the Feds coming out tomorrow. So market is trying to recover. I would like this gap closed, and I'd obviously like a bit of a pullback to form a double bottom. That would be ideal, but that doesn't always happen in this market. So there's structure right there at 43.55. There is structure right over there. Okay, that's at 44.19, and obviously 4400 would be something we need to pay attention to as well. So it's still difficult to call. Looking at the hours, that trend is very strong to the downside. We have broken this trend line to the downside, or this downward trend line. We've broken that one, but again, if you look at everything that's on the charts at the moment, you're looking for another move to the downside to at least come and close this gap at 43.55. So that's kind of the view that you've got. If we do get back that area, I'll definitely be adding to my position. At the moment, possibly looking for some short scalps here, but there's no real structure. So the closest structure is up here at 44.20. This is sort of a micro level at 4400, and it's a round number. So 4400 is obviously an area that you need to pay attention to as well. And I'm just going to adjust it. It's probably right there. Yeah, fairly close. So that's what we're waiting for. See if we can bounce off 43 or 4400, then you're more than likely looking for another leg down. But I would expect that leg really just to come and either close the gap, or alternatively just find support here. going into Wednesday, which is the Fed's meeting, I would expect this to kind of stabilize and try to find its feet. So just go into some sort of a range, and then just start sort of the moves up and down to start contracting into a triangle. It happens every time before the Feds talk, so I don't suspect anything new today. And anyway, it has been a healthy pullback. The question is it enough? Obviously, we need a deeper pullback for the structure, for market structure that we're looking for. But it is good enough for me at the moment. So I'm patiently waiting, got one position in, taking a bit of profit on that. So that's a free trade at the moment, and we'll see what transpires. But any pullback and any structure that forms down here, I'm definitely looking to buy back into this, and possibly even adding to long-term positions. But I'll wait for tomorrow before making that call. So that's it for me at the moment. It's wait and see, and I think that's a theme across most of the markets that I trade. So that's exactly what we will do. We will wait, and as soon as we see the structure, I'll give it to you on the Telegram channel again, as per yesterday. Hope it helps, and we'll catch up with you tomorrow morning. Cheers for now.